It's 2026. Everything is sleek, touchscreen, and AI-generated. Our world is hyper-efficient, polished, and maybe a little sterile. But amidst all this futuristic perfection, meet Elias. He lives in this sleek 2026 world, surrounded by the latest tech. But one weekend, he stumbles upon a treasure at a neighborhood yard sale. The dust on its tiny LCD screen is thick, but when he presses the power button, the screen flickers to life with that familiar greenish glow. He'd just found a Casio CTK 496 for $20. To most people, it's a toy, a relic from a time when keyboards were bulky and made of gray plastic. But to Elias, it's a time machine. He gets it home and sets it down on his desk, right next to his high-end $2,000 digital workstation. The contrast is hilarious. The Casio weighs only 9 pounds, feeling like a feather compared to his weighted key monsters. He plugs in his headphones, presses a key, and clink, that classic sound. The 12-note polyphony struggles a bit as he mashes a chord, but honestly, that's part of its charm, right? He starts scrolling through the 100 preset tones. He flies past Grand Piano, which sounds more like a charming music box than a concert grand, and stops at Synth Read. He hits a button on the 100 pattern rhythm bank, and suddenly, a tinny upbeat bossa nova beat fills his ears. It's glorious. He just starts to play. There are no software updates to worry about, no latency issues, no pressure to use pro-grade samples. It's just pure, simple fun. And then the memories hit him. He remembers being 7 years old, meticulously following the little finger icons on the LCD lesson guide. Back then, the built-in song bank was his entire world. He'd spent weeks mastering Ode to Joy, watching the screen tell him exactly which of the 61 keys to hit next. It was his first teacher, patient and always ready for one more try. On a whim, Elias grabs an old MIDI to USB cable. He hooks the Casio's MIDI out port directly into his modern computer. And just like that, this toy from decades ago is controlling a cutting-edge professional orchestral suite. The old-school plastic keys feel clicky and fast under his fingers, perfect for laying down a quick synth lead. It's in that moment he realizes something profound. While the world moved on to more professional gear, the CTK 496 never lost its magic. It wasn't trying to be a Steinway. It was trying to be a friend. It was built for the kid who wanted to learn, the guitar player who needed to figure out a quick melody, or the producer looking for a touch of that lo-fi vintage grit. It's an instrument of pure inspiration. As the sun sets, Elias isn't even touching his expensive gear. He's hunched over the little gray Casio, running on batteries, completely lost in the same 100 rhythms that have been inspiring beginners for generations. It was never just a keyboard. It was a 9-pound box of pure, unadulterated possibilities. It reminds us that creativity isn't about having the best tools. It's about the joy of making something, anything at all. So if you're feeling a bit nostalgic or want to capture some of that magic for yourself, you know what to do. Check the listings on eBay or keep an eye on Reverb for vintage finds. You might just find your own little box of possibilities. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories about the gear that made us. See you next time.